Good morning students. Now we'll go to the next topic. How are these tissues protected? Okay. Now yesterday we saw brain and how it coordinates with the different parts of the body. Now this brain is a very delicate organ. Okay. So it needs to be protected. So it is inside a brainy box that is a skull. Okay. That's made up of bones. Okay. Now inside this there is a fluid there are three layers of fluid actually, like imagine like a balloon which is covering your brain. Okay, so that it absorbs the shocks. Okay, so that is how the brain is protected. Now we'll go to the next topic, that how the nervous tissue cause the action. Okay, now we all know that nervous tissue, that there are the neurons, they are responsible for coordination. Now how do this tissue work? Okay, now what it does is it conveys the decision to the muscles for action. Okay. Now in other words, when an action or a movement is performed, the muscle tissue will do the final job. So after everything is over, the stimulus, it reaches the brain, it comes back. After coming back, finally the muscle tissue has to do the work of action or movement. Okay. Now how does the muscle cell move? So the nervous tissue has given the signal to the muscle cell. Now the muscle cell has to move or act according to the stimulus. Okay, now the simplest notion of movement at a cellular level is that the muscle cells will move by changing their shape. The first thing what they can do is change their shape so that they shorten up. Now, how do the muscle cells change their shape? Okay, for answering that, there's a special proteins in the muscles. Now, these proteins, they change both their shape and the arrangement in the cell. So, with the help of these special proteins, the muscle cells, they respond to the nervous electrical impulses. Okay, now the new arrangement of these proteins give muscle cells a shorter form. So these proteins, they rearrange themselves and they give a new shape to the muscle, which is in the shorter than the original form. Okay, with that we complete the animal response to the coordination. Okay, now we go to the plants. Now coordination in plants. Now what happens in plants? Plants does not have nervous system, neither it has got muscles. So how do they respond to the stimulus? Okay. Now there are 2-3 examples given in your textbook. There's a plant called as mimosa, which we touch and the leaves fold up. Then you have got germination of seed. You have got growth of root which goes down the soil. Then the stem which comes up in the air. So these are all movements taking place in the plants without any nervous system or muscles. Okay. So let us see how the coordination is taking place in plants. Just turn the page. Now, there are some movements where the growth is not involved and some movements where the growth is involved. Okay, like the seedling which comes out of the seed is for the growth. Okay, so the plant shows two different types of movement. One is depending on growth, other is independent of growth. Okay, now let us see the first one where the movement does not depend on growth. Okay, so that is the plant touch me not or mimosa. Okay, now how does this plant detect the touch? So there is a picture given, photo of mimosa plant. You can see the leaves. Okay, and when we touch, they fold like this. So how do the leaves respond to this touch? Okay, so what happens here? There's a position where the plant is exactly touched, that is the leaves. Okay, and the part of the plant which actually moves when the leaves are touched. Okay, now both these parts are actually different, so the movement happens at a point different from the point of touch. Okay, so the part where we are touching and the part which we move, which the plant moves, are different. Okay, so the information of the touch which has occurred in the plant must be communicated. Okay, so the communication of touch should be done and there is no nervous tissue there to communicate. So what does the plant do? They use the electrical chemical means to convey the plant information from one cell to another cell. Okay, that is this electrical chemical means. Okay, now let us see what is this electrical chemical means. Okay, there is no specialized tissue in plant for conduction of the information. Okay, so the cells must change their shape in order to for the movement. So any movement has to occur. There is a change in shape in the cells. Okay, like animal tissue. Now, how does this change in shape occur? There are no specialized proteins in plants like which they are found in animal cells. Okay, so now the plants, they change their shape, the cells of the plants, by changing the amount of water in them. Okay, so the amount of water present in the cell, it increases or decreases and changes the shape of the plant cells. This results in swelling or shrinking of the cells. Therefore, the cell shape changes. Okay. Now, as the cell shape changes, the plant responds to the stimulus. Okay. So this is how the plant actually moves, by swelling or shrinking of the cell. Okay. This is the response to the stimuli other than growth. Okay. Here there is no growth involved. Okay. Thank you.